Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades 1, and for full disclosure, this is officially the point where I have finished my playthrough of Early Access Hades 2. I just beat 32 Fear today, and I'm coming back to Hades 1 because I want more Hades. So we're going to be running the bow since this is kind of my safety net when I'm needing to get back into the Hades groove, and we're going to aim for getting more Chthonic keys so we can unlock the gauntlets. Let's see, what fear are we going to run? So we want to... We need, altogether, we need, what, 5 heat. So let's see, what do I want here? Alright, so I think this is how I'm going to run my fear. All enemies will deal 20% more damage, all items will cost 40% more in the shop, and all enemies attack 20% faster. I figure I may as well start doing forced overtime so I get used to fighting against enemies with the higher attack speed. And we're using the Black Shawl Keepsake, assuming I...
Family. Death is your only family. Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
No, not on your life.
Okay, we're starting with Dionysus. Might aim for that on the special.
I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Let's see, attack inflicts hangover. No, special inflicts hangover. You know what, why don't we take the dash? I feel like that's pretty reliable here. It's not going to be a great immediate damage boost, but we can use it more later once we are dodging and kiting enemies more effectively with our boons. But yeah, so my goal is mostly to get the Chthonic key so we can unlock more weapons. I don't have any major well, I guess it's not Arcana anymore. It's, what are they? They're buffs that we get from the mirror. I can't legitimately remember the name, but as it was already stated, I am kind of getting back into the groove of Hades 1. I'm gonna have to remember that I have multiple dashes first and foremost. If I had to say, I definitely prefer having multiple dashes as to having a dash and then a sprint, like in Hades 2. But I really like how they implemented the system overall in the like I don't. I have a preference between the two, but that doesn't mean one is necessarily better than the other. I think they both work very well for their respective games. Try and get rid of these laser crystal things. Now they can be a bit of a problem. But so far so good. HP up is always welcome. Not a whole lot to get excited about on this build just yet, but I mean we're one boon in and we didn't get a great one with Dionysus. Dionysus, if I recall, if you get his poison stacked up, can do a ton of damage, but early on it feels pretty darn weak. I could be mistaken, but at least the muscle memory of dash then shoot is ingrained in my soul, so I don't have to worry too much about not playing the bow right. That said, I immediately get punished for getting hit. Hopefully we find some hammers that give us some pretty strong benefits sooner than later. Another HP up. Looks like that's all I can afford to get, so let's go for more HP. Doesn't hurt to get some survivability early on, but I could definitely do with more damage. Ah, I dashed the wrong way. Oh well. Not having the cast the way that Hades 2 works is also going to be a bit of a problem, or at least a little bit of a relearning curve, if you will. But I think we're fine. The bow is my trusty weapon. It's funny, in Hades 2, I really haven't found a weapon that clicks with me the way the bow in Hades 1 has. Oh, and I also need to remember, if I see gods, I need to give them nectar so that I can start working on getting their keepsakes so that I can more reliably get the starts in the game that I want. So far this is... Oh, no, I was about to say this is playing alright so far, and then I immediately just get face wrecked. Grabbed in the face and punched to death. Or bludgeoned to death, I suppose. Okay, there we go. Once the armor is gone, they're much less of a threat, but armor in both games is just rough to deal with sometimes.
Looks like a good batch.
Alright, looks like we're starting off with Zeusy. I don't have any rerolls to choose otherwise. Oh, I actually got it. I thought it was too slow. Cool, cool. Alright, let's see what the Well of Charon has. I don't expect anything I want. HP is nice, but I don't really need it here. I think I'll hold on to my coin and save it for a boon at the shop. Everything's 40% more expensive either way, so I have to be mindful of that. Oh, it's this enemy. I hate this enemy. I remember this one always gives me some trouble. Thankfully I can fire pretty quickly. Got me. problem is I need to get my attack off before it teleports, and I can't even always reliably do that. Almost got his armor broken, and once his armor's broken, we should have him pretty reliably. There we go. Oh my god, he keeps teleporting next to me. Right behind me. Teleports behind you, the classic anime trope, you know? There we go. I think I got the rhythm. What I had to do was dodge as he teleported. Alright, well, may as well start with Zeus. Give him our...
Zeus, Uncle, please accept this offering and all my gratitude.
Give him our first nectar.
Goodness, nephew, that's an offering indeed. I'm thankful for your piety to me. And as a show of generosity to you in turn, I present this.
Alright, we got
My thanks, Lord Uncle
the
Zeus.
Thunder Signet. And now for your actual boon, if you don't mind.
Nephew, I have somewhat of a favor I must ask. You tell your father, if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him for me, hmm?
Something tells me Hades is not going to be receptive to that comment. Let's see. Special causes a lightning bolt to strike all nearby foes. Cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces between foes. Your call makes the lightning rapidly strike nearby foes. We haven't gotten this one yet, and we may as well aim for some degree of meta progression. It forces us to play differently than usual, too, so it doesn't hurt. I want Boldy. I know there's a key over there, and we're hunting for keys, but let's go visit Boldy first.
Your Highness. Hey, Princette. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Also visiting Sisyphus, I suppose.
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
Sisyphus is a friend. Healing, Darkness, or Charon's Opal. Meta progression, immediate progression, or things for the shop, or healing. I think I'll take the healing because I took a fair bit of damage.
Fine selection,
It almost heals it back to full, so that's pretty helpful. We are really not getting palms where we could really use palms, though, and of course we get healing here. Oh well, I guess I'll put it on the call.
Blessing.
A place of calm and respite, whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
Okay.
Not a moment too soon.
And I'm kind of falling into my old habit of what I learned from Hades 2, where I'm looking for various little materials that spawn on the ground, which I don't think happen in this game. More so just the fishing minigame, if anything. The Darkness sounds fun, but I don't remember what mini-boss spawns here, and honestly, I don't really feel like fighting a mini-boss just for Darkness. If it were a boon, I'd consider it.
Sounds like Charon's breathing a bit.
But look at all these healing items we've gotten in a row and no use for any of them.
The river Styx flows infamously through the underworld, offering the boatman Charon expeditious travel from the realm of mortals to the lowest depths, where many of their shades reside forever.
Too bad I can't just take the ferry to the surface.
I've already given you a keepsake.
Now, hypothetically, if I provided you with, say, 1,000 coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically.
Well, at least he was willing to consider it.
I had to ask. Witches.
Alright. I also have to remember that we can break projectiles with our own projectiles in this game, which is something I don't actually have major cognizance of if it was possible in Hades 2. It just never felt like the projectiles were something I wanted to get in range of, so I never tested it. Also have to remember this game has a lot more traps around that I have to dodge than in Hades. Like, Hades 2 has them with the vents and the Oceanus and things of that nature, but it doesn't necessarily feel... this game definitely has more traps to deal with than in Hades 2. Let's just leave it at that. And honestly, I think I'm realizing, like, people may not want to know about Hades 2 if they're coming to this for, like, gameplay reasons. So what I'll do is, going forward, I'll stop talking about Hades 2, just to avoid any spoilers. All I'll say is it is very much worth your time if you like Hades 1, and I hope you look forward to it when you do decide it's time to play. In the meantime, Zeus's call is, Well, it is a thing. It is happening right now. I don't know how good it will be, and we'll have to see what it's like fully charged, because that also is a factor in deciding what my opinion of it is. Okay.
The underworld's power.
Another Dionysus boon or another shop. I think we take the boon. Maybe we can get the one that gives us max HP when we get nectar. Speaking of which,
Lord Dionysus, it's been great getting to know you, so please accept this humble offering.
Now that is something. A right princely gift there, Zack. And just so happens, I got something here I have been meaning to give you.
alrighty. Overflowing cup.
Dionysus, mate.
Sounds like a hearty drink.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's see. Attacks inflict hangover, deal more damage when 3 or more foes are afflicted by it, or if your HP is low after encounters, restore to a threshold of 40%. That could keep us alive, but I'm going to go for bad influences. Again, I'm trying to get all the... I'm going to try and aim for some meta progression in these early episodes, so let's get the Fated List of Prophecies taken care of where we can. Alright, first boss. And that boss is... right, Meg.
Can't get rid
Can't
of
believe
me,
I forgot. Man, it's been a while.
That mirror's made you stronger, Zagreus. You're fortunate to have Nyx helping you.
No hard feelings. I think she feels partly responsible for all of this.
She shouldn't. The only one responsible for all of this is you. And I thought even you would have understood that by now.
I'm gonna try and pop my cast into her because I believe that I forget if I have it, but I think I have the thing that makes me deal more damage if enemies are holding my cast. Early stage Meg really isn't that bad of a boss. Just stay mobile and she can't do much to you, honestly. Alright, looks like we're on to the next phase. If I recall, I used to farm her allies for gold, which is super lame, but it works. It definitely works. Probably the hardest part about Meg is if you're fighting her with melee type weapons, because if you get in range, she'll do her AoE swirly attack. Swirly probably isn't the right description, but you know the one. You'll see it every now and again. All these allies are a little bit of an issue, but I can deal with them right as rain. Just trying not to get hit by that. It's funny, these are the witches that you are like... Wait, I'm trying not to spoil, never mind. I think it should come as no surprise if some assets are reused between sequel. It's kind of how sequels do most of the time. I am bad at not spoiling things. I'll be careful. Alright, can we beat our first boss back into Hades 1? I bet we can. And all of this... Here, let's use the cast. That'll do some... Oh, you know what? I forgot she phases a third time. Darn it. Oh, wait, you know what? It's fine. Zeus does some solid damage. And this is a pretty reliable instance of where I can damage her more reliably. Just in that moment, I was trying to sprint like in Hades 2. Kiwi, you're probably laughing at how bad I am at this, and I don't blame you for laughing at me. I'm not... Yep, I'm completely forgetting that I have 2 dashes. I miss having multiple dashes. And I am very much not used to having them in my arsenal.
Got you.
Well,
Blood of the Titans.
I'll just have to get used to spamming dash like I used to back in the day. And at the very least, the fountain here should heal me a reasonable amount. Yeah.
Megara seems to be having difficulties.
Not amazing, but definitely more. Honestly, I may just stick with Black Shawl because, I mean, I'm not going out of my way to look for Zeus or Dionysus in this build. Frankly, what do I want in this build? Honestly, just something that makes my damage on my attack and my special do more, particularly my attack. I just need something that gives me attack. Maybe I go hunting for Demeter. Demeter is probably the best choice for this. Just, she doesn't necessarily have the highest base damage, but the slowdown effect is just so potent for safety reasons. Yeah, honestly, I think I stick with Black Shawl. And then here, instantly restore 22 HP. Yeah, I think I'll keep what I've got.
See you, Tartarus.
Just need to go hunting for a decent attack boon. That's all I'm asking for. Go for Artemis too. She gives a decent modifier, and the crit chance is always welcome. I believe that's how hers worked in this game. I
Love that sulfur smell.
may not remember in its entirety.
This place has definitely seen better days. Or nights.
What time of day is it, Zagreus? We don't know. Alright. Not getting a lot of major finds yet, which isn't ideal, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. What are these guys called? Splitters? I forget. I do appreciate that every enemy has some sort of name to go that goes along with their attack pattern or their design. Their attack comes out pretty fast. Granted, I have given them a 20% attack speed bonus, but even then. I really don't want to spam my dash. I'm just not used to having that as an option, genuinely. And the calls are certainly different. The nice thing about the bow, the base level bow, is that its special attack is really good for just destroying enemy projectiles. I am taking far too much damage. Alright, I'm gonna dash over here and pop this. At least I got rid of one of the witchy splittery type enemies. Where did I get rid of both of them actually? Cool. We'll take that. Alright, now I just need to get rid of this skull generator and skull pile, skull bones. What is it? I don't remember what it's called. There we go. That was a rough room. But that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of, what are they, obols in this game? We'll take the Hermes boon. Hermes boon can be really strong, particularly the one that I believe gives you invulnerability on your sprint, or your dash rather. Let's see. Oh, it's these guys. Oop, ran right into the lava. Not looking forward to if I get forced into a boss fight, the mini boss with these guys. Those guys, the Medusa head with the statue, are rough. I couldn't get him in time. Should have just used the special. Oh, special wouldn't have killed anyway. Oh well. Oh gosh, this is rough. Too much armor. Probably gonna be lose. Oh, do I not have Death Defiances yet? It looks like I might not. Well, that's not ideal. Yeah, I guess the one downside to the bow is it does not have a lot of starting base damage, unfortunately. I don't think I killed the statue head, so where is it? Alright, we can kill it this now just by spamming. There we go. I don't remember killing it, but maybe it landed in the lava and burned to death. That would be kind of sad.
Another message from Olympus, boss. This goes, Zagreus, take absolutely all the time you need making your way to us. We know the going must be treacherous, and we assure you our support however long it takes. Oh, how about that?
Alright, foes drop these faster after your dash become briefly sturdy and 100% faster. Sturdy doesn't give me invulnerability, it just makes me take less damage. I still think it's worth it. Faster movement speed is always welcome. Yeah. Brief, but feels very good in the moment. Alright, let's go get this key if we can. At the very least, let's see if we can leave this place with one key more than what we started with. At least the sprint makes it fairly easy, or the Dionysus dash is fairly reliable in getting the hangover stacked up in its entirety, because it pulses a couple times where it starts. The AoE is pretty small though, so I have to be right on top of them for it to pop off. I'll have Zeus's cast soon, which should help with some extra damage output, potentially. Whoop, don't get in fire. Almost got caught by that, but we're good. I'll use it to take out this guy. Oh, okay, interesting. The Gorgon, I think the Gorgon the Gorgon head projectiles actually can hit other enemies. Because I'm pretty sure that, what is it, Wave Crasher got petrified there. Yeah, they're hitting each other. That's pretty good to know. Whether I'll be able to use that practically is anyone's guess. We need 3 more keys and then I can unlock the gauntlets. Aphrodite, Artemis, or a shop. I think we take the shop because we're hurting and a mini-boss sounds like a bad decision. Maybe we can get a boon, but more realistically I'm going to buy HP. It's one or the other. And there's Demeter with... We were looking for Demeter on the attack. That might be decent. Do I take the random boon? I think I do. I'm feeling greedy about this. Oh, excellent.
Be thankful that the rivers to your realm have not yet frozen over, Zagreus.
And here's Chroma for a visit, and she's just running through. I couldn't even catch her. And now she's clipping into the microphone. Clipping into the microphone probably wasn't the right way to phrase that, but you know. You know, she's a cat. She clips into and out of reality all the time. When you have no of these, take less and deal more damage. That's not bad for what we currently have, but I'm going for the attack because it'll give us a pretty extra step of survivability here. If I can just stack up the slow. Ugh, is it this? It is. The exact boss I was complaining about. I'll just focus on killing the Gorgon first. Honestly, the hangover damage I get on this guy from dodging will help a bit. Unless I get caught in a wall, and then I take the hit that I didn't need. Okay, almost dodged into the fire, it's fine. Almost got her. Just pop this and deal as much damage as I can with it. You need to be pretty close to get Zeus's... Oh, no. Ooh, close. Oh, there they are. You know what? I do have Death Defiance. I don't know why I didn't see them before. I guess I was looking in the wrong spot because I'm used to looking for where they are in Hades 2. I guess? I don't know. Not sure why I couldn't see them before. Okay, I'm getting used to having multiple dashes. Slowly remembering they exist. We've almost got the... Oh, I got hit again. And there we go. Perfect. Now I just need to focus on killing this guy. Next time he falls, we'll pop the Zeus. That did a reasonable amount of damage in a short span of time. Some good DPS. There we go. Whew.
Farewell, gigantic Gorgon head.
I guess... farewell, gigantic Gorgon head. I guess I'm out of nectar.
I see the noble king of the Olympians has reached you prior to me, Zagreus. I wonder which of all his many lies he's told you last.
Oh, probably the one about him getting along with our father again. Let's see. Special is stronger and inflicts chill. Cast drop a crystal that fires... Oh, I remember this. This was a lot of fun when it got the right duo boons. When all foes are chill afflicted, they are 12% slower and decay. That could be really good for us. But can I reliably get it off? I think we'll take it. We'll see what we can get with this. Alright, just darkness on this one. Not that exciting, but we'll take it. Alright. Oh. For some reason I didn't mentally register them being there until they started moving. Whoop. Hey look, I remembered to dash more than once. Almost dashed into that. Well, our damage is definitely a little bit in the lackluster camp, but I should remember that I'm using Black Shawl, which means I deal more damage if I am doing back attacks, and try to position accordingly. I'm about to lose my first Death Defiance, but that's fine, honestly. For my first run since playing this game last, which... When did I last play this? I guess my last round of this must have been when Hades 2 first came out. Within a couple days of that, at the very least. Another Hermes boon or a shop. We are 1 gold short of being able to buy a boon in the shop. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the HP here and go for Hermes.
Take this one.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm not going to hope for the low probability of getting a coin bucket or a vase filled with coin. Alright, Hermes, what have you got?
I accept this message.
Special is faster. Whenever you are hit, you have a chance to dodge automatically. After using a call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds. We don't really get a lot out of second wind right now because it's very hard to reliably use our call, so I think we just take the 10... That's effectively 10% flat damage reduction. Not exactly, but I mean, 10% of all hits I take will not apply to me.
Another new look for you, I see, Bone Hydra.
Okay. So which form is this? What is your attack form this time? Ah, the wave projectiles. That's fine. So we're just going to work on stacking up our frost effect on this guy, and that will make his attacks extremely slow and easy to dodge, in theory. The projectiles themselves I don't think get slowed, but the wind-up to them makes it very predictable. Don't stand in a fire pit if you can avoid it. Okay, and that... well, definitely took a little bit more damage than is ideal, but we're fine, we're fine. I'm gonna pop this, and completely waste it, unfortunately. Should have just saved it for learning. Alright, can we beat this Bone Hydra without... You know what, I should have saved it for the 5 heads. Ah, shoot, you know what? I didn't think about that. Whoop! I was a little too slow on the dash there, unfortunately. Let's try and take this guy out ASAP. Yeah, I'm gonna save up all my other calls for... I'll try and save up all my other calls for when we're on to the next phase. Because we'll need to kill his bonus heads as quick as possible, ideally. Alright, get some hangover damage on him. Honestly, it's probably better if I just spam this and get that taken care of. Whoop! No chin move for you, bud. I'm just not used to having a second dash. I need to train myself out of that habit. Alright, here we go. So, let's wait till they all spawn, and then I'm going to try and pop it on at least one of them. Ideally two, if I can. You know what? Those guys are right on top of each other. I have more than one. I forgot. Okay. So we've already lost one Death Defiance, and I'm on the verge of losing a second one, but at least we got rid of those 2 heads pretty quickly. Alright, that's your armor popped, which is good. Ooh, I almost dodged into that, but thankfully we didn't. Spawning so many little minions, this is a problem. Alright, I'm gonna pop this, and hopefully the AoE will take care of the rest. Wasn't perfect, but it did do a sizable chunk of damage. Cool. It's another hit. Hopefully I can kill this without losing the Death Defiance. I'm not gonna hold my breath. But it's possible. It's definitely doable. I know it's not a lot of damage, but the hangover that I've got is definitely doing its job. Well, may as well pop this and do the damage with it. Yeah, you know what? The Zeus boon is just... The Zeus call isn't amazing to me. It's a little unreliable. Mostly because I'm using a ranged build, and it requires me to be pretty substantially close to the enemy to get it off. Oh well. That's 2... Unfortunately, 2 Death Defiances lost on, in Tartarus. Not ideal.
Just as we were finishing cleaning up Elysium.
Oh well. Let's heal at the fountain. Do I keep rolling with the Black Shawl? I don't really see a reason not to, because it's probably the best option I have. Aside from Lucky Tooth, which I'll probably save for the... I'll use Lucky Tooth on the final floor, I presume. But for now, let's keep going with Black Shawl for the little bit of damage up that it gives. Okay. So basically what that tells me is I need to save up 280 coin.
One more floor.
If I have 280 coin, I'll be able to buy another Death Defiance, which I think is probably the best use of our gold at this point. My damage isn't amazing. I would love to see more of it, but if I had the choice between... I mean... I don't know. The argument is if you kill things faster,
Exalted shades between me and the exit.
do you take less damage? And I think the answer is yes, absolutely, especially when you're dealing with Theseus and Asterion. Particularly Theseus. I seem to have a lot of trouble dodging his... What's it called? I seem to have a lot of trouble dodging his spear throw reliably. But we will see ultimately what happens. It may... The best strategy may end up being in that boss fight. Focus on getting rid of my... Or building up my cast my call as quick as possible. so that I can try and use all of it at once. Ah! That thing spawned right on top of me. That's unfortunate. I guess I have no reason not to use this here. Doesn't really actually do very much damage at all. It's not safe enough to be a trusty resource. Special fires an additional 4 shots. Your special pierces foes and deals 400% damage. Your attack fires 2 shots side by side but has reduced range. Well, it's the only one that benefits the build I'm currently running, so I guess that's what we're going for, but I'm not happy about the range reduction. We'll take the HP. I need more survivability here, I think. Oh man, that's a huge range reduction, actually. Like, it's effectively doubled my damage, which is nice on paper, but the loss of safety of needing to be close range is pretty... We're gonna feel that pretty badly. Like, as it is, it's already getting me killed pretty badly. At least it should double up the application of my slowdown, which is nice on one thing. Ah, thank goodness. I should have known that's what was spawning. It's gonna get only worse once the ranger starts spawning. I can imagine already. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. What? Oh. Completely forgot about the wall traps here. So that is my last Death Defiance. Okay. Not in the best position.
That's good.
Hopefully we get something that can make this... This is a mistake and I know it, but I'm doing it anyway. Who is worse to deal with, Demeter or Dionysus? I feel like Demeter is easier because you can see where her AoEs are going to be, and I don't remember what Dionysus does. I think he might throw a trippy shot, but I don't remember. Special inflicts hangover. Using a fountain restores all HP and gives bonus damage. Hangover afflicted foes inflicted to others near them. I think we need this. I need a full HP restore.
If you are so disinterested in my generosity, young Zagreus, then you shall have my wrath.
Wrath.
Lady Demeter, apologies.
Yeah, so it does... Okay, these are the splitters. Now I remember. So I have to look for those little dark circles on the ground, which can be a little bit tricky to notice, unfortunately. At least my damage is in a better spot. Oh, right. You know, it would be funny if I actually maintained or followed the advice I gave myself literally seconds ago. But it is notably difficult to see in some instances. Honestly, Athena might be really helpful. Just to reflect all these projectiles, but oh well.
She can't stay mad forever.
You would think that, but gods are known for holding grudges, particularly Poseidon, if I recall. Poseidon can be an angry boy sometimes. Right, I have to deal with your Revenant. No, I can't stop it from regenerating. I'm just gonna have to let... I got stuck on the wall. Alright, you know what? You're dead first. Because you, once you're dead, you stay dead, and I need you dead.
That was rearming.
Wait, one died? Where? Oh, it's just gonna rearm, that's fine. Just slow it down as much as possible, get it killed. I think it hit me there. Pop the Zeus call. Alright, there we go. I think I got it. Cool. Please be the end of it. Oh my goodness. It doesn't help that that slows you when you get hit, so you get hit more by it. Resurrected again. I think we're just going to lose the run here. This was such a mess of a room. I need to stop taking these trials like I know I can clear them, because it is such a risky business to do. There we go.
Almost had me.
The freezing cold ought to have drained the life from you, but I've allowed it to relent. For now.
Alright, special inflicts chill. Yeah, this may be worth it just for the both the survivability and the increased damage. I think we take that and just remember to pop our cast repeatedly.
Not finished yet.
I think we need to take this. Unlikely to see a Death Defiance before Tartarus. Or is it Tartarus? No, not Tartarus. whatever the top floor is sticks. Whatever. I do not want to take a mini-boss right now, because Butterfly Ball will destroy me. Astarion, I have a chance, but I feel like that's going to go poorly too. So I'm going to focus on not taking damage as much as possible. Holy C was easy to deal with. The shielders seem to get stun locked very easily when you get him from behind. They don't seem to have the fastest appreciation for where you are and where you're going. Doesn't mean they're easy to deal with, but at least they're enticing me to use the keepsake that makes me deal more damage on back attack instead of pretending it doesn't exist and just focusing on DPSing. Alright, I've learned my lesson. Okay, you weren't. Darn it. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, I figured I could just kite that through the Dionysus dash and let it die to hangover. Okay, more HP, please. I don't think we're making it past the boss fight here. Ares. Ares wasn't even a consideration on this run. I forgot he's a god. You wouldn't be happy to hear me say that. Oh, why? Too much damage, Kiwi. Too much damage. We're gonna make this work somehow, I promise. Until it utterly fails, in which case I made it, well, at least I got it this far, considering this is my first time playing Hades 1 in a while. And while the muscle memory is more or less the same in a lot of aspects, there are a lot of mechanical differences between the two games. And at least enough that I can claim it that is affecting my performance here. Whether that is a realistic complaint or not, and should be believed, is at the discretion of the viewer, I suppose. And it's kind of depressing how close you have to be for Zeus's call to even be relevant.
Know that I admire your Lord Father very much, for his grim work lets me continue mine. I trust that one day you shall settle your dispute.
What have we got? Special inflicts 60 damage Doom. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. After using Death Defiance, you deal more damage that encounter. That'd be cool if I had any Death Defiances left, so I guess we take the special.
War is on.
It's not a very good special for us. Honestly, I think I'd take the coin here. Oh, hey, HP. Guess I wasn't really paying attention to see if enemies were dropping healing items, but yeah. I don't think there's anything I particularly want to palm other than my attack, and the chances of me reliably getting that are not inspiring. So I'm going to go the route... Oh, well. I didn't see that in time, unfortunately. I think ultimately what I'm looking forward to in this game is when I finally unlock the aspect weapons and can start upgrading the base weapons. I feel like that will make a lot of difference in the performance. I mean, the whole thing about Hades is it is a roguelite, so meta progression, as it's called, progression through the, that persists between between runs, matters a lot in making the game easier and more predictable and reliable for performance reasons. I think I got him. Cool, I got him. There are so many things this projectile was on the screen right now. Oh. Well, I am just shy of death at this point.
Coin for Charon.
Speaking of Charon, please... Nope. More chance to heal. Prevent flame wheels from spawning. That's not honestly a bad option for us here, but I think I'll take the passive HP up. Or the passive chance for HP. Whoa, whoa. I don't need a mini-boss for the sake of gems, so we'll take the darkness here. Gotta be careful. They do an AoE around them, and that can potentially kill me. It's a good thing we've gotten some degree of HP passive. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose. It's very itchy right now. Just gonna run away for a second so I can itch. Oh, this is a bad time to be very itchy. Hold on, I gotta pause, sorry. Oh my god, that was such an intense itch. Like, if we had whatever the equivalent of origination in Hades 2 is, we would be doing a lot of extra damage here because we're very easily applying our debuffs, or our curses rather, but we do not have that. And that means our damage is suffering a little bit. Alright, let's take care of these shield enemies first. Cool. Figured I could use the cast, or the call to get rid of them. Yeah, like, I'm pretty quick to get 3 different curses applied to enemies. Between the slowdown on my attack, the dashes, hangover, and the specials doom effect. Okay. No. I want that key. It might even be 3 keys because it's a mini-boss. This is such a mistake, but I'm doing it. Okay, you know what? It's not an actual mini-boss. It's a champion enemy room, but this is actually potentially feasible if I play smart and don't get hit. 2 big ifs. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have more than these 3 to fight though, so I've got to be ready for more after this first wave. Alright, almost got the armor down on 2 of them. Okay, they're all de-armored, which is really important. Now I focus on getting them killed. Never mind. That's 2. And hopefully 3. Right now, yep, I knew it. I knew they were going to spawn more. It's kind of impressive how well they're threading through that. I do appreciate how they've given projectile and melee attacks to all of these Elysium warriors. I mean, they are kind of a big deal. It makes sense that they should be trained and dangerous warrior types, but I could do without that right now. Why can't we make it easy for Jeff? Alright, do I see a 3rd wave? Because I expect a 3rd wave. Let's see. Yep. Okay, 3rd wave. What's next? Thankfully, no archers. Oh, an archer. 2 archers. Oh, dear. Alright. I need to kill the archers ASAP. Oh, goodness, Kiwi. This is bad. Got hit. I'm gonna pop this for damage. If I can kill this one before it respawns, we have... Okay, we have a fighting chance. Oh, no, another one. Okay. I took out its armor so I can stagger lock it now. I'm gonna go for this and try to kill it with Zeus. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have a chance. We have a fighting chance. I just want the keys. If I get the keys, then I have my victory, right? That's how this works. It's definitely not how this works. But I can I like to think that I have a chance. Okay, I think we got them. Please, no more waves. 3 keys? 2 keys. No. I need 1 more key. That feels so bad, Kiwi. Alright, well, we've got 500 gold. The question is, what do I spend it on? Oh, you... Charon. Charon, mate. This was the one time I really, really needed you to give me healing. Well... May as well buy everything in the shop to have our best fighting chance, because I don't think we're making it... Oh. I wasn't expecting to get her legendary boon. Chill afflicted foes shatter at 10% HP, inflicting chill nearby. So it's an instant kill at below 10%. I think is how that is meant to be read. Okay, I mean, we have to take that.
The power of the gods.
What do I do after that? None of these are terribly... useful for this boss fight, and I have nothing I can re-roll. I guess I just take the increased damage, because the hangover damage is adding up. I don't know what it caps at, but... I don't know, maybe I should... Nah, I'm going for it. It's probably the wrong choice. But frankly, in that position, I don't know what the objectively correct choice is because I am basically 1 or 2 hits from death. I think the strategy here should be I focus on taking out Asterion.
What hope can you possibly have of vanquishing us, Hellspawn, when you are visibly upon the verge of death? You are, more than usual, a miserable sight.
Theseus's voice actor is doing a great job. I love the little laugh he did in the middle of his sentence when he was seeing us on the verge of death.
Thanks for your concern there, Theseus. But I trust I have plenty of life left in me with which to destroy you, if not your companion as well.
What would you know of trust, being a vile, grievously wounded already creature, such as you are? Asterius, let's end his misery.
I appreciate that they have custom dialogue just for being low on HP. That's pretty cute. Okay, so I need to focus on dodging. Asterius, are you? I think. Oh, for a second I thought Asterius was broken there. He seemed kind of bugged. Oh dear. Can you please crash into a wall? This guy has amazing handling. I'm 1 hit from death. Oh, and there it is.
All challengers are worthy.
Well, good fight, I suppose. Well, for my first...
Oh, that ball hits rather hard.
For my first fight back in Hades 1, not the worst. Definitely could have been better. And sadly, we only got 7 keys. That 1 key I turned down for something else at the very start of the run, it cost me.
Oh, hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Get on it, Hypnos. Go to sleep. That's kind of rude, don't you think?
Let's just have a listen.
Hey, when's the last time any of you wanted something to eat? Cause of death, witchcraft. Ah. Does that count as spoilers?
Hey boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
Maybe the reason we lost that run is I forgot to pet the greatest boy. I didn't pet the greatest boy. That's why I lost. He is a good boy. Where's it? They don't talk to him in the plural form, so I'm pretty sure all 3 heads are just 1 dog.
Call my chambers a mess. Look at your desk, father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself? Seeing as I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Sure, happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy.
Let's get Odysseus back.
Contractor, mind locating the court musician's sentence when you get the chance?
Wait, no, not Odysseus. It was Eurydice and it was... Orpheus. It was Orpheus. The reason I remember that is because I like Rubber Ross or Ross O'Donovan as an animator, and I know that his cat's name is Orpheus. I think Orpheus passed recently, or maybe not recently, but passed. So, if he is no longer with us, I hope his passing was painless and kind. Free Orpheus from solitary confinement. Let's go ahead and get that done.
In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Cool, and then I think I'll save up gems for getting some of these other things, like fountains healing us more, rather than... Well, a fountain chamber period in Asphodel sounds really useful, so you know what? I'll take that first.
I would ask that you pursue this job. I'll be excited to see the result.
Cool. All right, that's what we got for now.
Hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment, and so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, Don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
He definitely is.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
Alright, well, no singing from Morpheus just yet. Alright, and Achilles isn't here at the moment, so that's fine.
The head chef is going to want this fish.
Oh, head chef, have some fish.
Here's the latest cat, chef.
Perfect.
Done deal.
The ancient casks of wine hidden within the recesses of the House of Lord Hades. Few have tasted the intoxicating vintage they contain, and fewer still are permitted anywhere near their vicinity.
Still waiting for the festive occasion when we'll open one of these.
Oh cool, we fulfilled a prophecy somewhere. Alright, let's see. You know what? It's worth it. Let's get our new weapon on board and we can have some fun with that. Alright, one chthonic key, please, broker.
Take that deal.
Fantastic. Alright.
Next must be someplace else.
Well, it's a little disappointing that we had to spend our resources like that, but it's not the biggest deal. I'd rather get the new weapon and play around with it a little bit in the next run.
Not even tired, thanks.
Alright, what does our prophecy give us today?
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
The reluctant musician, the son of the god of dead, shall someday commute a master musician sentenced to solitary confinement in Tartarus. I can read, I promise. Alright,
Tartarus is gloomy enough without Orpheus in it.
Okay. I've not gotten any others of these yet. Okay, fair enough. And I'm not going to fall into the trap of what I did before, where I bought things with keys until we unlock our weapon. Hey, Skelly. Skelly? Oh, I guess I have to pick my weapon first. So let's go ahead and grab our...
This one. Malphon Twin Fists.
The Twin Fists.
Say we crack some skulls.
Whoa, those are some paws.
Meow.
My pick.
Skelly likes to punch things. Okay, so I do not... This was one of my least used weapons. Probably the weapons that I was the worst at consistently were the Twin Fists, the spear, and then kind of the rail. I didn't play the rail very much, so I don't really necessarily have an opinion on it. I primarily did sword, shield, and bow, and I had pretty good success with all of them. I think I got 32 fear on all 3 of those weapons. But let's go ahead and talk to Skelly.
So what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange flames and an enormous pact of punishment hanging ominously over the exit.
Pal, I don't know a thing about it, honest. I was just minding my own business when all of a sudden, wham! I get hit right in the back. I fall to pieces, no idea what's going on. When I finally come to, the window job was done.
As likely an explanation as any, I guess.
So, Rising Cutter. Okay, I remember now. You can dash through your attack. So basically, I remember, I think there was like a weird suction punch that I could do to bring enemies closer and then kill them with that.
I'm going to get through all this.
But alright, Kiwi, I think that's it for this episode, and in the next episode, we're going to punch some stuff. And it's probably going to go very poorly, because I have a bad track record with this weapon in terms of success, but you never know. Maybe we'll have a first win on the Twin Fists immediately. But with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one, with lots of punching. Punch, punch.